Technical challenges. This is take 2 of our Kass North America tour. And we will hopefully have everyone on very, very shortly. And how does it get any better than that? We are hopefully having some of our other individuals in. I'm trying to get the link to everybody and see if we can make this happen. Not sure. Technology challenges can be a little daunting. And if you would like to give a 1, 2, 3 to see if we can make this change, that would be great. What else is possible? And inviting people in can be also one way of doing it.
Hello.
Is that my friend? Yay! I think we got it, Kara. How does it get any better than this? Yay! And Lalea's here. Woohoo!
What happened to Jennifer?
I don't know. I'm not sure which one. First one. Our Kass will be here in just a second. Oh, yay! You know, you know that whole 3 strikes and you're out? We're not out! We did it!
Yay!
How's it getting better than that?
There you go.
So we just have to get Kass in. I'm in as Kass, trying to get this set up. So, and I think this is her
There
coming
she
in.
is.
Yay! How's it getting better than that? Welcome to your hangout, Kass.
I've just been hanging out, waiting for it.
Just waiting. Just, you know, we're just here. So.
Active waiting, not just
active
like
waiting.
You know, active waiting.
How's it getting better than that?
Well, I'm just happy none of our makeup went to waste.
You know, when a girl does her makeup.
It's a bummer when you don't get to go do something.
The morning I wake up before I put on my makeup. You know that song? I say a little prayer for you.
Well, we were all saying prayers for the Google Hangout.
Yeah. So, guys, you guys are in North America. This is great. And we'll really do like a really short Google Hangout. People will be so happy about it. They'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad it's not one of those 30, 45-minute hangouts. It's like, hi, I'm Kass. She's Christine in Toronto. She's Kara in Seattle. And we have Lale in Washington, D.C.
How's it getting better than that?
Talking about our east to west coast tour. Karen Jones in Las Vegas could not be with us. Her body is screaming. So we will definitely say, hi, Karen, I hope you're feeling well, and I hope you get better. But I'm excited, and I'm thinking of staying in the States for another week to do this road trip. Conscious party on the move. So how's it getting better?
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I did it last year in the spring as well, but it was in Europe. And so Conscious Party on the Move continues over the Big Sea, or the ocean, and goes from the east coast of North America, which Canada is a part of. So is the United States, and so is Mexico. Did you know that?
I think so. Wait a minute, let's check.
Geography lessons.
Geography lesson. Wait a minute.
Here, Kass.
Yeah, I did my makeup. I didn't do my geography.
It's so funny because in Europe, when you say American, and you know, even people from South America say, "Oh, you're American." I was like, "Well, we're all Americans. There's North America, there's South America. There's." That's the best. One of the amazing things about travel. It's one of the greatest educations ever, I would say.
Yeah. So, Kass, you've been in Access for 10 years now. You're a Access certified facilitator, a body process facilitator, a right voice for you facilitator. You travel the world. You've created your own classes. What's new? Like, you've done so much. What else?
Everything is always new. That's the first thing. That's what's new. Recognizing how everything is always new. Does that happen with you guys? That you're like, I just discovered this great tool. This question, how does it get any better than that? It's like so like, what else is possible? I mean, really, what else is possible? No, everything is new. I've been working these last couple of months on my first book, Dancing with Riches. And it's just about really getting in the flow of life and rhythm. And it's been, the process of writing it has been really new. Realizing and recognizing, as Gary Douglas always says, access, it doesn't tell you anything new. It tells you what you already know, and it allows you to look at it from different perspectives. So just writing some of the autobiographical stuff and recognizing all those moments in my life where I was asking questions and how life was flowing and dancing in the flow, and when I wasn't asking questions and like going forward into a conclusion, not wanting to ask questions, and how the rhythm and the energy stops a bit. So sharing some of my successes and trips and falls and get back ups and flying and soaring through the book, and how I can share those with the tools of access with people around the world. It's been really, really cool.
Fabulous. So your new book will be ready by the time you get to North America?
Yes, it should be ready better be ready much before then.
Awesome. And so it's Dancing with Riches.
Affirmative.
Can you tell us, I mean, that sounds yummy, but affirmative, you're a funny girl. Can you tell us?
I love Christina and her journalist. I usually do the journalist. So usually when I go on vacation with my husband and he says, okay, stand over there, and I stand and I go, and he says, are you reporting the 5 o'clock news now? So you try to make a spontaneous face, and you go like this. And it's always the same. You push your surprise face. Not your horror face, your surprise face.
Okay, Kass, we have 15 minutes. We got to talk fast. Stop doing your stand-up comedy. Oh, we absolutely love your stand-up comedy.
Okay. But that's one of the magic she brings to North and South America.
I know, right? I know, but she's going to kick my butt when she's not off here on time, right? You guys know that, right? So I'm going to get out my whip. Kass, tell us, what can people expect with the Dancing with Riches book and the class, and how is that new creation going to be a contribution to body classes? So for people that have been to your body class before, I've been to 2 of them. Lale, have you been to one of Kass's?
Not yet.
And Cara?
I love the way you said that.
Oh, we have virgins. We have virgins on the line. Woohoo!
Have you been there and not been there with your body? Truth.
First one, truth. Yep.
Yeah, I got a yes. Definitely for Paris.
Yeah.
Christine, I think I was on the airplane with you.
Yeah.
That was thanks for coming.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot of the magic that's possible with bodies, which is one of the great things, Gary and Dane, with these body processes and with the body work in general. That what is possible with your body, what's possible to travel really with your being and with your body. You can also travel, obviously. So what can people expect? What I do and what I be is an invitation for people to be more of them and to see how easy that is. And I be that with every molecule of my body. And that's and I'm saying that because now I actually recognize it, but people have been telling me that. So if that's a contribution or an awareness, I mean, you guys know me. And the feedback I get from people is that you make it seem so easy. And so in recognizing and stepping into that a bit more, I just in the last year have really embodied me. And I'm inviting people to embody them and discover the artist that's in them. You know, my Facebook page, The Art of Being Kass, right?
Yeah.
It's what is the art of being you? And with these fabulous tools from Access, really inviting people with words, with energy, with movement, with the humor also, to be them and to step into more of it. Because you know what, nobody does you better than you, and so anyone else you're being is not serving you, not serving your body, and is not really being a contribution to the planet. So the more people that I can cajole and invite and coax and tease into stepping up, stepping forward, and going beyond the limitations of this reality, and what they think is their only choice, then the more we can play and we can change. Really, we are changing the world. So how cool is that? Yeah.
When you know, that's funny when you said cajole, because I'm back in Paris and I'm watching you. And so, you know, Paris has this reputation of being really harsh, and the people in that class were lovely, but there were a number of people in that class that were unsure. Who is this Kass person? What is this going to be about? You know, my body, what about my body? And the dancing and the playfulness, even when there was intensity or things that they really wanted to change that, you know, they'd been dealing with for many, many years, the dancing and the playfulness that there was so much laughter in the room, and the change. And if you want change, Kass will give you change. If you choose it, be ready for it, because she's not going to let you hide.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the thing is that I get that separation is a lie. You know, and this reality, there's so many different ways that we separate ourselves. We separate ourselves, you know, because of the language. We separate ourselves because of our nationality, because of our culture, because of our color, because of, you know, short hair, long hair, bald, fat, short. It's all a lie, you know. And so this divide and conquer or keep people separate, that when two or more unite, what's possible is the magic. And people are afraid of the magic until they experience it. And then they're like, I know magic. I am magic. And that's what happens. So that's the invitation that I'm more willing to be, you know? Yeah.
Hey, Kass, I also want to share my experience with you. I haven't had the pleasure yet of physically being in a class with you for a body class, but I remember back in Venice last year, and the contribution you were, the presence that you have, and I love that sense of humor. If there's something else, I don't know, there's words, but there's this energy about you that, one, I love your voice. I remember the first time I heard it on a recording, it just, like you said, takes away the separation that's created amongst people, but also within ourselves, the separation between our body and our being. And what I loved about that particular class that you had in Venice was you just being you, but also inviting us to have greater communion with ourselves, where that being and the body were no longer separated. And it wasn't in a body class, it was you talking. It was you sharing, you providing tools, which I really see those other pieces that you contribute. You know, when you're talking about this book and what it's going to bring to the world, it gets me so excited energetically. Like, my body is so excited to, one, read the book, but two, be part of that experience of that book and you in the classes that you're going to be sharing with us, not just in North America, not just in South America, but also in Europe and all around the world, Australia, and all the other yummy places that you're going to go travel to and share the magic and the art of you. And, you know, maybe 3 years ago, I wouldn't have really understood everything I just said. because I hadn't been in that space yet of truly knowing the gift that we each are. And I don't know what it is about you, Kass. There's so many facilitators out there, but there's something very genuine, very kind, that just helps you stand out. And it's just this magic you have with your laughter, your smile, your voice, and just who you're being. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Thank you for that. That's so eloquently put. And I get the energy of that too. And so that's the reflection. And, you know, it's like I receive it. So what would it take for us to receive people's, what would it take for us to receive us, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, when Christine was asking what the change is, it's like there's a certain way. I mean, I'll tell you, it's been 10 years I've been facilitating access classes. And in the beginning, I thought I had to know everything, right? And that's the beauty of access. It doesn't matter how many times Gary tells you. It doesn't matter how many times Gary tells you. You don't have to know anything. Just ask questions. You know, and really trusting yourself. You know, that intimacy with yourself. Trusting yourself. That listening to someone, you can be present listening to someone. You don't have to be thinking of your next comment and your next question or your next comment, because you're going to get it from being present with them. It's going to come to you. It's going to get you. And so, and willingness to be wrong about it. This is what I'm getting. What do you get? By the way, Christine, that is the topic for tomorrow's show. What do you get? I will send you something on it. What do you get? So yeah, that I totally get that, Lale, what you're saying, and I love that, and thank you for seeing me. You know, and there are people who don't and won't, and you know, maple syrup is not for everyone, and I'm not saying that because of Canada. And it's not an anti-Canadian comment. I just want to say that. I'm Boston originally. I just want to say, and I love maple syrup. Okay. Well, that's good because you're going to have a lot when you get here. Don't put maple syrup on their pancakes. I don't understand it. Go figure.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll be serious.
Yeah, so as you can see, the classes with Kass won't be any fun at all. The one thing that I wanted to add too is that I am so excited to be able to experience being in a class with you, Kass. My first experience with you was Conversations in Consciousness, the documentary. And in that documentary, you have that space that everybody is talking about, and it's that willingness to effortlessly be you no matter what in the face of anything. And so that is so exciting to me. And the thing about the body classes, for those people who have never done body classes, because I find a lot of people don't choose those right away, and you can. I mean, you really just need bars foundation level 1 to do a 3-day body class. And the thing that I found, which is kind of how I did it really fast. And after I took my first body class, what occurred for me is I didn't have to use effort to use the tools. Like, just without even realizing it, all of a sudden, the basic tools that I had learned in bars and foundation level 1, I started being the tools. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I have to ask a question, and I wasn't up here all in my head. I was more like, I was more being the question, and it happened super easily. And so for people who haven't chosen a 3-day body class, they're brilliant, and that inclusion of your body in what you would like to create for your life is it's so beyond what you think it could be. And you know, being able to be in Seattle in June with Kass and having the book and everything, it's very exciting. So I'm excited to be part of this whole thing.
I'm excited to be part of it too. You know, some people, I've run into people, obviously, I'm going to India to the Gary's 7-day event, and then I'll be in South Africa for 3 weeks, and some people, and then back to Venice, and I hopefully will see some of you who are watching in Venice. We've got over 200 people coming over to Venice for facilitators class and Dane's Maestro class, and people are like, well, it's not one of the prerequisites that I need to get to something else. So one thing people don't know, that it does satisfy actually in terms of having to take foundation or level 1 or something higher in the year to maintain your bars license. The Access 3-day body class does satisfy that requirement as well. And often some of the, when you have to take a higher level class. But people say, oh, well, it's just 3 days lying on table exchanging body work. Do you know?
Yeah.
First of all, well, I do a lot of clearings in the class, and also give a lot of information, walk around quite a bit, and also facilitate quite a bit people working on bodies. I mean, Christine knows that. I'm just busy, and invite people to shut me out if they don't want to hear. But people, and also invite people to access their knowing, which is quite incredible. But also, even if it were, I mean, I would pay, and I have, to go and lie on a table for 3 days and receive these amazing body processes. I go to the 7-day events, I rent a table, and literally I am on the table for 7 days in that atmosphere, and I am gifting and receiving for 7 days in a row, and my body wakes back up. And it's so funny because when you don't notice it was sleeping until it wakes up.
Good one.
You don't know that you weren't being you until you are being you, and then you're like, hey, who was I being? You know what I mean? Where was I? When you start feeling that movement in your body, it's like, hey, who's that? Is that me? Hello, that's you. Welcome back to your life. Where have you been? Nice to have you back. Now let's get going. There was a beautiful quote on the Facebook. Somebody put a quote from Maya Angelou on the Facebook, and it says, success is loving yourself, loving what you do, and loving being you, And that was actually not the quote that I wanted to say. I'll tell you about. There was a quote that someone said, but that one was the one I just read just an hour or so ago. That said, someone said to their body, "Hey, I would like to become your friend," and the body responded, "I've been waiting for that all my life." Yeah. So,
goosies.
Yeah.
I got goosies.
Yeah.
The one thing that I'd like to add is that, just on to what Kara said, is that even if you're not being pulled towards connecting more with your body, by choosing the 3-day body class, and if you are in your own business with Access, doing bars, doing body processes, foundation level 1, the connection that you begin to have with others through more clarity because of being in the 3-day body class is exemplified. Like, Kara, it was like you said, we get out of our heads so much more. And I was dynamically refusing being aware of energy. I was really brilliant at it. And after the body class with Kass, it's like, okay, sister, you cannot ignore this anymore. We are not going to sleep anymore. And I don't have cognitive words for it, but when I connect with people now, the ease for me and for them has changed so much, and it's created a huge change in my business. So if you're looking for more money, no, you wouldn't want to choose a 3-day body class.
Lala was saying, Lala, when you were talking and you were saying it wasn't a body class, I guess that's also part of it. That I bring my body into every class. You know what I mean? My body doesn't bring me, and I don't drag it behind. And so bodies are always in the conversation. And when we're talking about, that's what's exciting about. And what would it take for me to successfully, the book to successfully convey that? When we're talking about dancing with riches, one of the things you can do with a body that you can't do without a body is dance. Once this lovely woman in Hungary said to me, I love to dance, I just think I'm a horrible dancer, so I don't move. And I said, what, there's so much dancing already going on in our bodies all the time. What if your dance were apparently a still one? Would you allow yourself to enjoy your still dance. You know, you dance with seemingly no movement, but the body cannot be without movement because there's all that going on inside. So we're going to start off in Toronto on May 22nd to 24th with a 3-day body class, and then we'll do a 1-day Dancing with Riches class. It's on the Access website, accessconsciousness.com. It's also on my website, kassthomas.com, and it's on the Art of Being Kass Facebook page. And then head to Las Vegas and do Dancing with Riches class there, a weekend class there, and then to Seattle. I think we'll be taking a road trip if you ladies would like to come from Vegas. It's 2.5 hours.
You know, are you reading minds? Because I've never chosen it before, but there's something yummy about doing it with you three.
To Los Angeles. We've got some other people already signed out. And from Vegas to Los Angeles, starting on the last weekend in May in Vegas, and then heading to Los Angeles, and then going up to Seattle from there. So 3 days body class in Seattle from the 5th of June through the 7th. And then we'll be doing either before or after that the Dancing with Riches class too. So come and play. There's no prerequisites for the Dancing with Riches class. Lots of tools of access, and lots of fun people. And I just got a chat from a guy here in Europe who said, "Wow, that lale is yummy." Oh, now he's writing.
How did it get even better than that?
and that car is pretty sweet too. It says, "Whoa." So you're getting some fans in Europe, guys. You might have to come on the conscious party on the move in Europe too.
I receive.
Receive. You want me to say it again? Okay, ready for this? Get ready. Get in your receiving mode. Various down. Ground control to Lale, you are gonna receive. Somebody said you're yummy. Yummy.
Oh, Lord.
I'm excited.
I want to say one more thing. You know, we talked earlier about the 3-day body class, and I'll tell you, my first class didn't come fast enough, but I immediately jumped into body processes. You know, we do so many verbal clearings, we ask so many questions, and our bodies love the fact that we also run our bars. But there's something else that our bodies also require, and it is these body processes. But it's the same ones you could do at different places in your life, and you just keep going through the layers of the onion. And I don't know how to explain it other than we give so much kindness and greatness by asking questions for our being, by doing so many things. We also have to honor, respect, and do the same kindness for our bodies. And, you know, like you said, Christine, when you are going through the 3-day body class, you do have the benefit of each of the processes, but it's also a different level of energy that you're tapping into that creates so much greater awareness of you and others. And the magic and the gift that was for me also in my Access business, but also in my business consulting business. So, you know, all of these magical tools, they're not to be used in just one place and only one place. They really apply to every aspect of our parenting, any aspect of our wellness, our health, any access of us wanting to expand our businesses, whatever that is, whether you have a full-time job or business that you're an owner of. It's every aspect of our lives, as well as communion and relationship with other people. The level of allowance that was created for me, wow, I can't even tell you, it skyrocketed after the body classes. So, you know, I just can't say enough magical goodies about the body processes. So if anyone out there is watching this and you are wondering if it's going to be worthwhile, ask yourself, if I take this body class, what will my life and the world be like in 5 years? Ask my life, the world, and my business and see what you get.
And my bank account.
Is massive.
And your bank account.
Yeah,
I love that.
exactly.
What do bodies have to do with business? Exactly. I love that. That's really cool. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I just wanted to say there's also this level of allowance that you're talking about, and being an allowance for ourselves when we're not being present with our body, when we're not honoring our body, when we are not really feeling the energy. I mean, let's just say it. Because it passes so much faster. And that's one of the things also that has been really amazing for me. Hey, that's an interesting choice in these 10 seconds. What would I like to choose in the next 10 seconds? Oh, another 10 seconds of not being present. Wow. How many seconds could I really spend not being present? And that immediately, this is a secret. Don't tell anybody. It immediately gets you present, because you're like, oh no, I'm so over that,
Cass,
And so, yeah, how can we play with it?
we have a question from Patrina. She said, I took a body class just because I was really drawn to the facilitator, and then it turned out to be so much more than I ever could have imagined. So much awareness of my own body, and also how much I love to play with it and contribute to bodies. So I guess that was a contribution, not a question, but does it get any better?
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Patrina. Hi, Patrina. Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Okay, well, we need to wrap up now, because
Okay,
Cass is desired in other locations in the world.
Desired. I like desired.
So come play with us. Come check out everything that she's offering all around the world. How can we blow North America up even more and change people's lives, bodies, bank accounts, relationships by having our bodies touched and nurtured? And let's do this.
And that doesn't limit you to living in North America. Come visit us from all around the world.
You guys have not sold at all the beauty that there is at that time of year in Toronto.
Oh my God, it's the most gorgeous time everywhere.
And
Toronto, Las Vegas, you're talking LA, you're talking Seattle.
We're right by the water, the flowers, everything waking up. We're going to wake up your bodies while the world is waking up around us. It is gorgeous in May in Canada.
Okay, we'll send out some the link with some links to some gorgeous sites in these wonderful places. So come to the party, Conscious Party on the Move. Heads to North America.
Bye, Pete.
Bye.
Bye.